Hello, and welcome to the Law School Playbook's 5 in 5 series. 5 points on a given topic in 5 slides in under 5 minutes. Today's topic is how to form and use remote study groups. Like when you're forming any study group, you have to brainstorm the purpose. Why do you want a study group? Is it to aid and test your understanding? Is it to develop relationships, keep each other accountable, minimize isolation? Your reason, your purpose for having a study group may be different than others. So know going in what your purpose is, what you want to use this group for. Next, brainstorm size. So again, you have to do this when formulating any sort of study group. Think about who you are and what works best for you. Does it sound less daunting to you to have one partner as opposed to 4 other partners, which incidentally I would say 5 is the absolute max for a study group. You want to keep it small to the extent possible, and then once you start to get beyond that, just even coordinating schedules and agreeing on things tends to get unwieldy. So figure out what best suits your personality. One-on-one is fine. Be careful with the group work to make sure it's productive for you. And if you're in a course where you don't know anybody, which happened, to me this summer, I was teaching a course where the students didn't know one another, but a student said, I would love to brainstorm with somebody. Is there someone you can pair me with? And so she just asked in class and another student volunteered, and then they connected. So you could do it that way in finding people. You could also ask the professor or use law school resources like the associate dean of students to help you find a study partner. But think about that size, and then once you've identified the people and the size, brainstorm the format together. So really the specifics of how you're meeting. Are you going to meet by Skype, Zoom, Google Docs, phone, and how often? Because you want to be sure that you're on the same page and have the same expectations. And then make and execute a plan together. So, do this as a team. Do you plan to teach each other? Do you plan to talk through concepts? Do you want to use the group to exchange practice problems? Or are you simply keeping each other accountable and you're actually studying during that time as opposed to working through and talking through the material? So make sure that you formulate together a plan that you execute, and make sure when you execute that plan that you will be doing your own work. So you don't want to get just a portion of the outline. That will not work out for you. We all outline a little bit differently, and your study partner may not have included things that would have been helpful to you, or may perhaps be inaccurate. So do your own work. But figure out how to best use the group to your advantage in a way that everyone agrees on. And then you'll have to make adjustments as necessary. In life and in law school, many things are trial and error, so you may have to switch gears at some point. So change your method, the format of how you're meeting. Maybe you're planning on meeting by Zoom, but it's glitching a lot, or maybe you're planning on meeting by phone, but that doesn't really work because you can't see each other's documents. So you may have to adjust the format, the meeting times, and even how you're approaching your studying together. But if you get to a point where you realize, okay, this is not working for me, excuse yourself from the group. As you know, time is very valuable, and so don't be polite and stay in a group that takes your time but is not helping you to derive a benefit. So, just do your best. I think remote study groups are a good way to stay connected with each other during this time when we're all distant. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. But in the meantime, just do your best and I'll be rooting for you.